Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Tuesday, March 9th, 2021 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I value the power of my daydream. And today we have more strong energies supporting vision, daydream, all of that. We are building to that Sun conjunct Neptune tomorrow. So do be aware of your dreams, do be aware of your daydreams, do be aware of the signs and symbols and signals from the universe coming in for you because this is quite magic energy. Do your best to also stay grounded at the same times because sometimes that Neptune Piscean energy can like sweep us away with that, and it can get kind of confusing. And we really do want to stay grounded. Stay grounded and hold the vision. I love this card so much. This card, this new vision, you see, like this person is so grounded. They're actually like rooted in and yet reaching and almost like pulling that bow and arrow, reaching for something new, reaching for that daydream. And so we really want to hold that energy as we build into this. So today, supporting that, we have the moon moving through Aquarius. Now, we do have a square today. So we do have a square with Uranus. Let's see, what time is that at? That's about 2 p.m. Pacific time. Moon square Uranus. So with that, Uranus in Taurus, there may be some triggers popping up. Now, just because something triggers you doesn't mean you let go of your balloon, you let go of your daydream. It's a call to work on that healing. On that wounding, bring healing to that space. So whether it is about your vision, whether it's about your personal worth, like, oh, I don't believe this good thing's ever going to happen to me, especially after a challenging year, right? Especially after a challenging year, we can get into that place where like, why would something good happen to me? We can almost go a little Eeyore. Why would something good happen to me? Nothing good ever happens. We all occasionally have those pity parties, And so notice, where is the root of that? Is there a time that you were disappointed as a child, or a time you really wanted something, even as an adult, and it didn't happen? And because this thing that you wanted with your whole heart and soul didn't happen, it's caused you to release a lot of those other dreams. I'm feeling kind of that kind of energy. And this is a call to like prop yourself up, pat yourself on the back and be like, oh, I did want that. But what have been the good things that have happened since then? Where have been the times where I wanted something and that something came through? Really connecting into that can help support that daydream, support that energy, and even support your personal responsibility to your vision, to your dreams, to your desire. There is a reason for those energies, and it's about finding that alignment. It's about holding understanding for yourself and even for that process and connecting to that vision. So do be aware that there may be some of that triggering energy, but that's the thing. Uranus is ultimately about that liberation. And so getting deeper into the fear of the thing not happening, the fear of the vision not happening, or the fear of not having good in your life, the fear that's always gonna suck, digging into that wounding can be extremely healing. And so, hey, thank you, Uranus, for liberating us from some of the heaviness of that. I can't tell you, this comes up often. And I was just talking to a client about it the other day. What is it? The fear of hope, the fear of having hope for good things, again, when you've been so let down. And so I really feel like this week is meant to shift us out of that mentality and shift us out of the 2020, like, it's the third month of Jumanji kind of mentality that we had in 2020. 2021, while it has its challenges, is a very different year. Still transformational and yet very different. And this is a major part of the lessons, reaching for that vision and trusting in the new, trusting in these shifts that can and are happening. So this is part of it, that Uranus energy, helping liberate us from some of that. And it may come around again, plenty of trigger energy for us to work on, and yet here that is today. Now, besides that, we have the moon connecting to Mars. Mars still newly in Gemini. So Mars representing the mental energy hanging out in Gemini. Are your actions and thoughts in alignment? We really want to align those. And what I love is that Mars is at 3 degrees, and so that's a degree of expansion. So how can you honor your expansive self through your thoughts and actions, and even your feelings with the moon connecting in, your thoughts, actions, and feelings in regards to your vision, in regards to your daydream? So how are you being called to expand deeper into it? Whether it's expanding deeper into the belief of it, whether it's expanding by actually taking action and doing something expansive for yourself. Such weird analogies in my head. I'm not going to bring you that analogy, but how can you expand deeper into that? Besides that, moon also connecting to Mercury later in the evening. So again, I said that the mental vibes may be spiking up a little bit. Is that Mercury? It is Mercury. Okay, I was like, is this Mercury or Venus that it's meeting with? But yeah, it's Mercury. Venus is in Pisces. We don't have the moon in Pisces yet. So Mercury connecting in 22 degrees, actually, master degree. So really aligning our thoughts and our feelings. But like I said, the monkeys, the mental chatter, the electrical vibes may be a little out of control. Now, this is an interesting placement because Venus also has some work to be done in all this. Venus is actually going to be squaring the nodes today. So, speaking of those triggers, some past life relationship stuff coming up potentially. This is an opportunity. How do you honor yourself? How do you honor your self-love? Again, I'm feeling worth stuff with that Venus piece. So in the evening, especially if electrical vibes are spiking, thoughts are spiking, you may be still working through any of the triggers or trauma that has come up. How do you choose yourself? How do you honor yourself? How can you provide understanding, physical support for yourself through that process? So nurturing energy, whether the nurturing energy tonight for you is meditation, or watching a movie that inspires you. I watched that Fairy Godmother movie the other night on Disney Plus, and it was exactly what I needed because I realized I needed the laughter and the silliness, but I also needed that feel good feeling of oh my gosh, good things. So maybe it's something like that. Maybe it's a bath. Maybe it's celery juice or a smoothie. There's so many different ways this can show up for you, but take that choice of honoring yourself. Also be aware, because my feeling is with this Venus connection to the nodes, you may hear from people who haven't been in your life for a while. And if you do, is this somebody who belongs in your life? Or is this, a South Node instance of bottomless pit, time to release the cords, time to release the energy? So do realize that with this whole day. And like I said, building into Sun working with Neptune. I just realized, Mercury in Gemini. It is not the moon conjunct Mercury. Sorry. I'm looking a day ahead. That is tomorrow. It is actually moon conjunct Saturn that I was looking at. I was thinking Mercury seemed a little bit too far away. He's singing in the background. If you can hear that, I'm sorry. Anyway. Saturn energy, personal responsibility around your thoughts. Personal responsibility around your thoughts. So that moon, Mercury, there's a reason why it came up in the scope, but that is tomorrow's. Moon and Saturn, personal responsibility, and that goes hand in hand with that Venus energy aligning. How are you showing up for yourself? And again, how are you showing up for your vision? So let's look at these cards. Understanding, personal harmony, uniting the heart and the mind. So important to connect those energies as part of the vision. Grounding it into the body, but also listening to those desires. There's a reason why they are there, and they are supported in your movement forward. So I'm going to put you guys out of your misery not having to listen to that. You can book a reading with me. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. Besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you, and you have the power. Namaste.